1 month ago, a terrible explosion tore open the skies above northern Kalimdor. At that moment, the great ship Exodar plummeted from the heavens and crashed upon the world of Azeroth. Having fled the ravaged world of Outland, the noble Draenei used the dimension-traveling Exodar to reach safe haven. Inspired by tales of the heroic alliance that stood against the might of the Burning Legion, the Draenei have come to enlist aid in retaking their shattered homeland. Dedicated to preserving life and upholding the tenets of the Holy Light, the Draenei hope to gather a new coalition of warriors to battle the Burning Legion and put a halt to its horrific burning crusade. Armed only with courage and their unshakable faith in the light, the Draenei look forward to finding the Alliance and ushering them towards the destiny that awaits beyond the skies of Azeroth. Now, the fate of 2 worlds rests in your hands.
Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here, and welcome to the beginning of a new journey in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. Thank you guys very much for being here today. Why are we here? We are here because recently I decided that for Cataclysm, I want to be going on the Alliance side. So I really want to be focusing my efforts, my leveling, my gameplay in Wrath of the Lich King on Alliance side characters going forward. We have until probably the beginning of summer, it looks like, until Cataclysm comes out, with the pre-patch hitting in late spring. So yeah, we're going on a Dreanei Shaman. I have a level 80 Paladin on this server, on Peggle. It's a human Paladin, it's a healing Paladin, and I don't plan to play it going into Cata. So we are going to roll up a Shaman in this one. And, you know, I'm going to focus as much as I can on making it an enjoyable, immersive experience. We're going to be doing crafting, we're going to be doing cooking, fishing, all of the good stuff. Let me take a moment here to do a little bit of housekeeping. I'll do a little cut, and when I come back in, I'll have a little bit of things cleaned up here on the screen, a few things we need to take care of here before we get going. Alright, that should be good, and I should say thank you guys very much for clicking on the video and choosing to be here today. A lot of you guys may have been watching the Blood Elf Hunter playthrough, and right now I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that one. Like I said, I have decided that I want to go Alliance for Cataclysm. I had to play Horde during Cataclysm originally because my guild was on Horde side, so I've never seen the end level Alliance stuff. None of the Alliance Cataclysm story, and I didn't see a lot of the leveling zones either, and I'll be taking a Worgen through the new leveling stuff once Cata launches, but I will need a character to main to take through the endgame stuff.
Open your heart.
So maybe it'll be the Shaman. We will see. You survived. Never mind my injury, sister. It's a miracle that any of us are alive. It didn't look like you'd pulled through. You've been in suspension for weeks. Something happened and the Exodar crashed. Many have died. But I'm relieved that you are alive. With you leading our efforts, I'm sure we'll get to safety soon. Pronitas asked me to send you to him when you awoke. He's waiting for you at the bottom of the hill.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
And guys, let me know about the sound settings. With this being in episode 1, I'd like to have the music and the ambience in the forefront, and I try to keep the sound effects kind of tuned down. So this is what we're working with now. Let me know if anything needs to be adjusted going forward. And also, if you end up liking the series, leaving a like, subbing to the channel, all that stuff helps me out a lot. The likes especially help, very much so on an episode 1. So a lot of thanks to those that do.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
By my eternal soul, it's good to see you. I don't know why the Exodar crashed. Only those of us that were in this part of the ship remain. There's not much time if we're to save everyone we can.
Blessings upon your family.
Our immediate concern is the depleted state of our healing crystals. We must replenish them quickly. Unfortunately, the only way to do that at this point is to extract the blood from the local Veil Moth. Their blood will make for a suitable substitute.
Favor the road traveled by few.
Good fortune.
The irradiated power cores from the Exodar have been wreaking havoc on the environment here. The most obvious effect has been the appearance of the strange creatures that seem to have sprung up near them. There may be something we can do to help them, but now their sheer numbers are becoming too much for us to handle. I'd like you to go out and cull their numbers somewhat, and perhaps I'll have another idea after giving it some thought.
Good health, long life.
Alright, so we obviously have our auto attack. We have Lightning Bolt, 1.5 second cast, 13 to 15 nature damage. We got our Healing Wave, 1.5 second cast, heals us for 34 to 44. Let's move that. And then we have our Gift of the Naru, which is a heal over time, and that is our racial ability. Probably be using a lot of that early on. It's looking like we can basically spam Lightning Bolt without worrying too much about our mana. I could probably turn off guild invites, so that would be a great idea. Let's see. Block guild invites. There we go. The nearby lake has been contaminated by one of the ship's power crystals. Many of the plants and animals of Amonval have been mutated because of this. I have a theory of how to heal the lake, but I must have samples from the mutated lashers for analysis that can be found west in the Amon fields.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
The Naru have not forgotten us.
And botanical legwork. The Amon fields to the west are the primary breeding ground of the local lasher population. With the corruption of the water table from the nearby lake, botanist Terex is worried that the lashers will not be able to reproduce themselves once we've cleansed the lake. Go to the almond fields and pick some of the corrupted flowers for me so that I might take a look at them and see what can be done.
Remain vigilant.
Warm wishes to you. Do not lose faith.
Let's take the leather.
Remember the lesson.
Now that you've gathered all that we need to replenish our healing crystals, I need you to deliver the vials to Zeldun, our priest.
Sionis Haka.
And we also need to train our level 2 skills. And vendor any junk we have. We need that. Let's go ahead and equip it.
Blessings upon your family. Hello, stranger.
I am Firm Navar, and you are wise to seek me out. It is my calling to provide instruction to shaman, especially those who are just beginning to learn. Shamanism is only now being learned among the Draenei. You are brave to follow its path, as it is not popular among your kind. Okay.
Peace for you.
We're getting Rockbiter Weapon. This stays up for 30 minutes in Wrath, and it increases damage per second by 2.
Roma. Hect. Kurta. The Naru have not forgotten us. Be well. Sionis Haka.
The healing crystals are replenished, but that is not the only way we can help the injured. All Draenei can tap the gift of the Naru to heal. You must use this ability to heal one of the crash
May your
survivors.
days be long and your hardships few.
Blessings upon you.
Spare parts. We managed to recover a damaged holographic emitter from the crash. If we repair it, we'll have a chance to find other survivors outside of Amon Vale. There were devices from the ship that could be salvaged for spare parts in the area, but the local Owlkin carried them off before we can get to them. You must head south to Nestlewood Thicket and the hills to find the spare parts.
The Legion's end draws.
And inoculation. Zana needs our help to salvage the parts for the Exodar. Terex prepared an inoculum that can be given to the Nestlewood Owlkin that live in the area of a lot of the salvage. Just get close to the unaffected ones and use the crystal on them. Unfortunately, you'll have to kill the others. You'll find the Owlkin at Nestlewood Thicket to the southwest.
May your days be long and your hardships.
Alright, that's level 4. That's very nice. What else do we have? Draenei survivors. We need to find one of these guys and heal them. Here we go, right over this way. Let's take these two back and turn them in. And we'll also train level 4 before we head down and do anything to the south. Thank goodness, I think it'll work. I have an agent for you to spread at Silver Line Lake to the south. It will neutralize the effects of the irradiated ship's power crystal that fell there. Swim out and scatter the neutralizing agent. Don't worry, you won't be exposed long enough to become irradiated.
Blessings upon your family.
Greetings.
I wasn't worried until she said something.
Favor the road traveled by few.
These look like fine specimens. Thank you for performing the field work. Once I can find the time to analyze these, I should be able to tell what it will take to restore the
May
fields.
your days be long and your hardships.
And we never heard from her again. Oh man, the music and the ambience in these zones is like really outstanding. Really just great, chill ambience.
May the light embrace you. Remember the lessons of
We did get a
past.
4-slot bag there, that's going to help out. We'll equip that. I think we also get our Earth Totem quest, Call of the Earth, yep. We should probably go right out and do this one first. We should also train level 4, I believe we get Earth Shock.
What you need?
Yeah, Earth Shock. Instantly shocks the target with concussive force, causing 17 to 19 nature damage and reducing melee attack speed. In Wrath, it's no longer an interrupt, and it does not cause high amounts of threat. So, a little bit different than Classic era. You are bold to seek my wisdom after what your people have done to these islands, stranger. Still, there is much to be said for your bravery, so I will impart to you some knowledge. The balance of the elements has been disrupted by the violent intrusion of the Draenei to the Vale. Your crash has caused the spirits of the earth to be enraged and turn upon the other elements who have come to quell them. You will learn that an understanding of the elements can only come when all are in harmony. Thus it falls to you to seek a balance. Behind me in the grove you will find the restless spirits of earth warring upon the other three elements. Help restore the balance. You've done well by thinning out the restless spirits. You have helped to heal the imbalance between the elements, which your people inadvertently caused. Throughout your journey as a shaman, you must keep this in mind when calling upon our power. The balance must be preserved. I will now give you a piece of my physical being that you may create your earth totem. Return it to he who sent you here. You've done well. In helping to restore the balance of the elements at the Grove, you have also created a balance between the earth elements of this world and the Draenei. Perhaps this will help to bring understanding to those among us who do not approve of our ways.
You'll come back sometime.
Perhaps. Perhaps.
Must not give up.
Back in original Burning Crusade, these guys would have been aggressive. Feels bad to come here and, like, not to fight any of them. Now, we do have a quest over here for the Blood Elves. But I'm wondering, maybe we should complete the lake and then turn everything in and then go from there. That might be the best idea to make sure that we don't do anything in a weird order.
Arcanon Poros. Do not lose faith.
With many of the Owlkin now inoculated, we can focus on getting out of here and not have to worry about wiping out the Owlkin population in the area. Let's go minor defense.
Dionysaka.
We now have several separate confirmations of unusual activity up on the Shadow Ridge. This is disturbing. We thought that the scouting missions already undertaken had been thorough. One of my scouts hasn't reported back yet. Shaman, I need you to head southwest to the other side of Silverline Lake and find Tolan. See what has been delaying him.
Remain vigilant.
May the light embrace you. Safe.
Let me take a look at those. Yes, I think that these will do nicely. Good job. The emitter is rather complex, so it may take some time to finish the repairs. I'll let you know when it's ready.
Seek the path.
We're holding onto a shield upgrade here. What else do we have? Pants, cloak, bracers. I thought she was going to receive like a transmission, but maybe that comes later. Let's train level 6.
We survive.
Earthbind Totem and Healing Wave 2.
Peace for you.
Not sure if we're going to be using Earthbind Totem a lot, but I will pull it out to the bar just in case we have a quick runner. And then Healing Wave rank 2, we'll just replace rank 1 for now. Let's go ahead and vendor.
May you find what you seek. Be kind to those less fortunate. May the light embrace you.
From what you described, the neutralizing agent worked well. I just wish that I knew how long it will last. We really need to remove that power crystal from the lake entirely.
Seek the path of
It
the light.
never gets removed. It's probably there today in retail. Alright, yeah, see, now we have the breadcrumb to go to the southwest. I really don't know what I want to do for professions for this character. I was thinking about, you know, just doing the classic leatherworking and skinning could be okay. But we could always try something new. We could always try inscription. We could do herbalism alchemy. Might be a nice thing to have. But yeah, whatever we grab, we're going to want to get the training going right away. So that we're not wasting time that we could be collecting resources. So with inscription, if I remember correctly, we can make scrolls that can help us while we level up.
The Legion will fall.
And then obviously we can make the...
Remember the lessons of the past.
we can scribe the runes. Which is, it's useful. I don't know if it's quite as useful as being able to do potions and flask at max level. Now I could walk by all these guys. They're not aggressive, but again, they used to be aggressive back when Burning Crusade first dropped. I'm just going to act like they're all aggressive because I don't like missing out on all the easy kill XP. And it always seems kind of weird to just walk past enemies that really should be aggressive and then you just kind of walk past them. It just feels odd to me.
Kai Christor. Good health, long life.
I have a plan. We must kill their leader. Without their master, perhaps they will retreat to regroup. We just need to buy time until the repairs are completed. Then Vindicator Aldar must know of this. Kill the surveyor, then return and tell him what we found.
Remember the lessons.
Let's go ahead and equip the new chest piece. Looking good. We don't need the scout shirt. We can sell that next time we are back in town. These plans seem important. You should take them to Vindicator Eldar at the crash site. And that was all that we needed here. And with that being done, maybe we can just hearth back. Could be a good use of the Hearthstone at this point.
Hope you find something useful.
Remain vigilant.
Good fortune.
I thank you for dealing with the Blood Elf Surveyors. Surely she was their leader. Rest assured, we will deal with whatever remnants of them is still nearby. Let's take the main-handed mace.
Good health, long life. Remain vigilant.
Let me read those plans. The Blood Elves have followed us here. They are evil to the core and should be wiped from existence. Pretty brutal. I apologize, that was uncalled for. We are indebted to you for uncovering this information.
Blessings upon your family.
It's level 7.
Faith.
The emitter rambles while you were out investigating the Shadow Ridge. Zana here has been going on about the holographic emitter. You might want to speak to her. I got it. I think I managed to fix the emitter. Here, I'll just activate this last crystal. That should do it. Take a look at the emitter. It looks like it's beginning to work. Someone is appearing.
Safe journey. Seek the path of the light.
By the 7 Atamal crystals, others have survived the crash. Zana, is that you? It's so good to see you again. I was assuming that he would say more. Here we go. And who do we have here? No doubt that communicator possible. I give you greetings from Azure Watch.
Open your heart.
Communications are tenuous at best. By all that is good, you must go at once to Azure Watch and speak to Duvin. There's a path that leads west off this tiny isle. Follow it and cross the Crystalbrook River to arrive at a larger part of the isle.
Favor the road traveled by
Alright, we are out of this little area. And onto the bigger zone of Azure Mist. I think I want to do Herbalism Alchemy with this character. It would be just as easy to do leatherworking and skinning, obviously. And like doing it that way, we could probably make ourselves a little bit of gear. But I feel like ultimately, like if I think of the future of the character, even if this is a max level alt one day, like having the ability to make flasks on it and potions and stuff like that is going to be really, really helpful. Also, I think that eventually, if you were an alchemist, you can craft a pretty decent trinket at max level. Not sure if that's like the same for Cataclysm as it was for Wrath, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go Alchemy Herbalism. I would love to have a character that can make flasks and stuff for when we start raiding in Cataclysm. Selling flask is also like a good way to make money, and I kind of struggle at making money in this game. So it would be good to have a way to do that pretty easily. And you know, people always need flask and potions.
Warm wishes to you. Safe journey.
Shaman, a couple mutated beasts jumped me and my leg is injured. I was sent on a scouting mission from Azure Watch after we received word from Zana. Could you speak with caregiver Shallan in my stead?
Well.
Yes.
warm wishes to you.
I found that these waters are bustling with red snapper, a very tasty fish. With a fishing net, I can catch enough to feed dozens of Draenei. Unfortunately, I was recently attacked by a creature known as a murloc while netting in the river, and I have suffered from injuries that prevent me from doing my job. I need help. Okay, she'll give us a fishing rod if we do this. So we definitely want to do this really quick before we move on. And we have a murloc. I'm not actually sure like what this quest is that's marked over here. Bandits. Level 7 quest. Take the Blood Elf communication to Exarch Melanus at Azure Watch. Very weird. Yeah, the totem is over here. That's for a later quest. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure what this is talking about. Obviously there is nothing here. Maybe Questie is just being a little bit weird. Hardy thinks we have to find a Dreanei youngling who's in trouble and like save him in combat. I know what that one is, even though I've never found it, but bandits... I don't know that I've ever grabbed that one. Maybe we'll end up picking it up in a different area. I'm not sure.
Blessings upon you. May your days be long and your hardships few.
Alright, can we can actually learn from her too, right?
Wishes to you.
Yeah, let's go ahead and learn fishing.
Be kind
I'd really love to be able to work professions into these episodes. If you guys don't mind, you know, occasionally like taking a little segue and working on professions, it always makes the playthroughs a lot more enjoyable for me when I feel like I can take that time. As opposed to when I feel like I have to rush, you know, through the leveling portion. Like, leveling is already going to be sped up quite a bit by Joyous Journeys. I don't have heirlooms, but, you know, they're not really necessary when we have a 50% XP buff. But I would like to take a little bit of time to work on professions with this character. It really just gets me immersed into a character more when I'm actually keeping up on professions, doing the stuff like fishing and cooking and all that good stuff. So I really hope you guys don't mind. It's kind of a time where we can just kind of chill and enjoy the music and the ambience of the zone that we're in. You know, we're mainly catching a bunch of junk, but that's okay. We're getting skill ups off of all of it. And all of it is stuff we're going to be able to vendor for money. And we definitely need money. Even though I have a level 80 healing pally on this server, he's broke. Yeah, he spent all of his money buying another character, Cold Weather Flying Tome. So he has no gold. We don't have a lot of help. We have a little bit of gold to play with, but we're going to have to find ways to raise money on our own. So fishing up all the junk doesn't really bother me. We can sell it all. Alright, for now, let's make our way to town. Let's make sure we re-equip our items here.
Arcanon Poros. Be kind to those less fortunate. Remember
The Great
lessons of
Moongrace
the
Hunt.
past.
You're starting to make a name for yourself, Rambles. How about trying your hand at hunting? Back on Draenei, our greatest hunters would hunt a beast that resembled the Moongrace stag of this region known as a Talbuck. If you think yourself Draenei enough, go out into the wilds and kill enough stags to fill your pack with meat.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
May the light embrace you.
I have found that lashers milling about on the island hold a restorative medicinal properties in their vines. Through proper treatment, the vines can be broken down into a powerful healing ointment. Unfortunately, with so many injured Draenei passing through Azure Watch, we are always in short supply. Our delicate guest was found injured and unconscious by Crystal Brook only yesterday. If you bring me vines, we may be able to save her.
May your days be long and your hardships few.
Let's see, do we have a first aid trainer? We have some trainers somewhere. She is the first aid trainer.
The Naru have not forgotten
Let's
us.
grab first aid.
Seek the path.
And then we also have Alchemy.
Each day is a blessing.
And Herbalism here. So that's actually
Safe journey.
really
The
convenient.
Legion's end draws near.
Grab all that at once. We don't seem to have a cooking trainer, unless they are in the inn, which they could be.
Good health. Long life.
Let's go ahead and track herbs. Shaman trainer, did we learn level 6? I think we trained level 6. Yeah, we did.
Shield.
Warm wishes to you.
It's good to see you again. I'm glad that we were both able to get our emitters fixed, or we might never have found one another. And don't worry, we'll see to it that Amonval gets help and supplies. Speaking of assistance, now that you're here, go around and introduce yourself to the others. I know that there's plenty to do.
Dionys Akar.
Welcome. Browse at your leisure.
Safe journey. Favor the road traveled by few.
Alright, so yeah, no cooking trainer here. We'll have to learn that probably at the Exodar.
All prices
I'm going
here
to set
are
my Hearthstone
reasonable.
here.
Be kind to those less fortunate.
And we're going to take a break right here for today, guys. Thank you guys very much for being here and for joining me on this new journey. I'm going to commit to making this a daily upload as much as humanly possible because I would like to make progress here. Like I said, I've kind of solidified my plans to approach Cataclysm from an Alliance perspective because a lot of my experience with Cata and really with all WoW expansions the first time around was on the Horde side. So I really want to see all the Alliance stuff at endgame and just have kind of a fresh take on some of that content that I've seen before. So that is where most of my efforts are going to be going. In Wrath and Cata is going to be on the Alliance side, and this is kind of the symbolic start of that choice. So thank you guys for being here for it. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other, and we will see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.